If you blink it, you missed it. Because tonight in Toronto, this wasn't just another regular season game. This was speed versus length, hunger versus composure categories. And when it came down to the final possession, one defensive stand decided everything. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Court Insider. Guys, listen, if you are Spurs fans, Raptors fans, neutral fans, we need to talk about what just happened on February 25th. The game opens and De'Aaron Fox immediately sets the tone. 7 seconds in, he's slicing through defenders like they're standing still. I'm not exaggerating. Is this man running on Wi-Fi 7? The burst, the control categories. The way he keeps his dribble alive in traffic, it's next level. Toronto tried to show bodies early, crowd the paint, make him uncomfortable. But Fox kept weaving through contact and bending the defense until it cracked. That early pressure could have rattled a young team, but San Antonio looked calm. Categories. Toronto didn't fold though. Scotty Barnes came out aggressive, and I mean aggressive. No feeling out process. He was hunting shots, attacking gaps. Categories. Hitting big first quarter buckets to keep the Raptors alive. You could feel the junkyard dog energy from Toronto. They played desperate. Categories. Especially compared to their last home showing. Every loose ball mattered. Every defensive possession had urgency. Then Stephen Castle showed off that strength on the baseline. Categories. Tight handle balance through contact, keeping his bounce alive against a solid defender. That's confidence growing in real time. And even while the Raptors were fighting, there was something hovering over every drive. Victor Wembanyama, he didn't have to block every shot to dominate the paint. His presence alone forced hesitation. You could see Raptors players think twice mid-air. That split second of doubt led to contested misses and rushed floaters. That's psychological defense. Categories. That's fear impacting decisions. Then came Brandon Ingram. Smooth, composed, surgical, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Categories. Whenever he found himself matched against a smaller defender, it felt automatic. High release jumpers, patient footwork, controlled aggression. Categories. He was Toronto's safety valve every time momentum started slipping. Defensively, the Raptors tried to get clever. Categories. They sagged off Jakob Polt in the short roll to clog space around Wembanyama. On paper, that adjustment made sense. Shrink the floor, force the ball out of Wemby's hands. Dare someone else to beat you. But San Antonio answered with ball movement. Quick swings to the weak side. Corner spacing from Champagny. Categories. Devin Vassell staying ready and punishing rotations. Vassell continues to be that steady perimeter threat that stretches everything. Once those corner shots started falling, Toronto's help defense couldn't cheat anymore and the paint reopened. That's when the momentum quietly began to tilt. Then it exploded with the 15-2 run. This was the stretch that changed everything. Defensive stops turning into transition buckets. Fox pushing the tempo before the defense could set. Categories. Smart decisions instead of rushed plays. Toronto blinked and suddenly the Spurs were in control. You could feel the building shift. That run wasn't just about scoring. It was about composure under pressure. Even when Fox got doubled in traffic, he kept his dribble alive, stayed patient, found the right read. Categories. That kind of poise in a tight game is not accidental. Still, the Raptors refused to disappear. It became a one-possession fight in the fourth quarter. Categories. And here's what made it dramatic. Wembanyama hadn't been shooting well. You could sense Toronto was willing to live with him taking a perimeter shot. Then, under a minute left, he rises and drills a massive three, no hesitation. Pure confidence. That shot felt like a dagger, not just because of the points, but because of the timing. After struggling, he delivered when it mattered most. That's growth. But even then, it wasn't over. Final possession, down 3. Raptors ball. Everyone in the arena knew where it was going. Brandon Ingram. They worked to free him up for the potential game-tying 3. Screen action, movement, spacing. But the Spurs switched perfectly. A tight contest, no clean look. The shot goes up under pressure and it doesn't fall. Defense holds. Game over. That's the difference in games like this. Toronto played with hunger. Barnes set the tone early. Ingram gave them a 20 and 10 performance that deserved a win. But San Antonio executed when it mattered. Fox's speed broke down the defense all night. Vassell's spacing punished the adjustments. Categories. Wembanyama's presence controlled the paint and his late 3 gave them the cushion they needed. So here's the real question. Categories. Are we watching the Spurs quietly build something dangerous? Because this didn't look like a rebuilding team. Categories. This looked like a group learning how to close tight games on the road. And Raptors fans, how worried are you about late game execution? Because in the NBA, one possession is everything. February 25th wasn't just another regular season matchup. It felt like a test of composure, and San Antonio passed. Let me know in the comments. Categories. Was Wemby the true difference maker tonight, or did Fox's speed completely shift the game? This is the Court Insider, and we'll keep breaking it all down.